Section 21. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Fong Tong and Lu Wanwan greeted with a smile. Hello, boss. Hello, you guys. Lu Wanwan is also a little beauty, not very old, with a dimple on her left cheek when she smiles. The people Su Jiping recruited 2 days ago took turns with the other 2 front desk staff. The boss is so handsome. Lu Wanwan whispered. He feels as handsome as the domineering CEO on TV, and he doesn't look so cold, but he dresses a little ordinary. Our boss is just very low-key. Zhou Xiaolu smiled. Not all rich people like to use luxury goods to show off themselves. That's true. Coming to the office, Su Yang began to count with a pen. He originally had more than 1.7 million in his bank card. He spent 600,000 to open the hot pot restaurant, and gave Guofeng 50,000 for decoration funds, but yesterday's salary returned 460,000. The loyalty of several employees increased to 90, giving him 200,000. He still has more than 1.6 million left in his bank card. It can't be spent. It can't be spent at all. Su Yang felt that he was still too frugal. Su Yang wanted to laugh when he thought of the 460,000 yuan. Of the 460,000 yuan paid to the employees of Xingho Fitness, more than 300,000 yuan was paid by Zhang Liang. After all, it was Zhang Liang who was running the gym last month, but now the gym belongs to Su Yang, and the system defaults to Su Yang paying the employees. In other words, he got an extra 320,000 yuan thanks to Zhang Liang. Not long after, Su Jiping knocked on the door of Su Yang's office. Boss. Come in. Boss, this is the information of the people who have interviewed in our gym in recent days. Have you picked out the right ones? Yes. Show me. Su Yang took the stack of information from Su Jiping and took a quick look, not to mention the cleaning lady, a woman in her 40s, healthy, enough. The accountant is also a woman, in her 30s, graduated from a junior college. Married, with a son. The others are 5 fitness coaches, 4 women and 1 man. Su Jiping has mentioned the recruitment of professional fitness coaches to Su Yang. Su Yang originally wanted to recruit college students directly, however, Su Jiping considered that fitness coaches need to be quite professional, and it is best to have the corresponding coach qualification certificate. So he suggested to Su Yang that he should simply recruit fitness coaches that have been trained in other gyms. With a basic salary of 10,000, which gym in Rongqing can't dig up fitness coaches. Su Yang is not a person who doesn't listen to advice. He thinks Su Jiping makes sense. His own gym is positioned in the middle and high end. If the fitness coach is not professional enough, it is indeed unacceptable. If the teaching is wrong and the customer is injured, it will ruin the brand. So there are 1 man and 4 women. As for why female fitness coaches are more preferred, this is also Su Jiping's suggestion. When fitness coaches guide students to exercise, some physical contact is often unavoidable. There is an embarrassing point for male fitness coaches. They are not easy to guide female students. Some male students' movements are not standard enough, so they can directly start, but if they dare to start directly with female students, they will be at risk of being accused of indecent assault. If they use a wooden stick, that doesn't seem to be appropriate. Female fitness coaches don't have so many concerns. In the past, Zhang Liang had more male coaches in his gym, entirely because male coaches promoted more private lessons, and more female fitness coaches were eliminated by the last-place elimination system. Su Yang's gym needs to enhance its professionalism and serviceability, so it needs more professional female fitness coaches. Chapter 16, Lao Ding, how did your skills improve again? On the eve of the opening, he glanced at the information of the 5 coaches. Not only did they have professional qualification certificates and experience in guiding students, but they also had extremely detailed physical data. The so-called 3-dimensional is just the most preliminary information. Many people believe that to see whether a fitness coach is professional enough, you must first look at the fitness coach's own figure. At least in Su Yang's opinion, the physical conditions of these 5 fitness coaches are extremely good, better than most coaches in Xingho Gym. All the women are young and beautiful. The only male fitness coach is also a masculine handsome guy. He looked at the information of a female fitness coach named Tao Shui a few more times. the ID photo of this person looks really beautiful. Okay, that's it. Okay, boss. However, we have to increase our publicity efforts recently. You should draw up a publicity plan. It doesn't need to be too professional. Just write down every publicity detail. Soo-young thought for a while and said, but I have one request, which is to attract as many customers as possible to our gym for fitness experience. Let as many people as possible come to the gym for fitness experience, so as to give full play to the advantages of plus 30% dopamine secretion gain buff. Only by coming to the gym to exercise can you feel the happiness of fitness. Soo-young must also accelerate the development of the gym. It is not good to keep losing money. He naturally has some ideas about the promotion of the gym, but he will definitely not do it himself. Give the target direction and let Su Jiping write a publicity plan first. He can add his own ideas to it. He also believes in Su Jiping's professionalism. But boss, how much is the budget? Su Jiping asked again. Soo-young thought for a moment and said, let's just say 500,000. Okay, 0.500,000 yuan for publicity funds. This is already a big deal. Also, help me keep an eye out for gyms that Rongqing wants to transfer. Soo-young suddenly said, if there are suitable ones, I want to continue to open a few more. That he remembered that Su Jiping had been the manager of Zhongliang Fitness for so many years, and he must have a lot of connections in the Rongqing fitness industry, so this time he was able to dig up so many young fitness coaches at one time. There shouldn't be many large and medium-sized gyms in the whole Rongqing, before they transfer, go bankrupt, or run away. Su Jiping should be able to receive some news in advance. Su Jiping was stunned for a moment, then asked, boss, do you have any requirements for the gym? It's best to have a larger area and more employees. Soo-young said with a smile, if we can acquire a few more gyms with good locations and good development potential, we can set up a company and create our own fitness brand, and you can also get a promotion and a raise. Okay, boss, create your own fitness brand. Promotion and a raise. Section 22. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Just thinking about it makes Su Jiping a little excited. But he quickly calmed down. The top priority is to find a way to make Xingho Fitness profitable. After Su Jiping left, Soo-young couldn't help but want to laugh. Sure enough, drawing a big pie is useful. Just now he said that he would succeed in the company and build his own fitness brand, and after he promoted Su Jiping and raised his salary, Su Jiping's loyalty has increased again. In the next few days, Su Jiping began to plan a publicity plan. Soo-young mainly focused on the hot pot restaurant. Even Yuan Cici's private lessons were pushed back by him. Guofeng suggested that Soo-young make beef hot pot. He is good at this, and he also knows a master chef who is good at frying hot pot base. Soo-young readily agreed and named it 9-flavored beef hot pot. Guofeng thought the name was good, so he agreed directly. Guofeng still has some connections, and necessary documents such as business licenses and food business licenses were quickly obtained. On the day I got my business license, the system prompted me again. Ding, you own a hot pot restaurant. Your Zhoxiang beef hot pot restaurant has its first employee, and you receive achievement rewards, taste enhancement talent, 1 physical point. The hot pot restaurant under your name can obtain a permanent buff. 1. Tasty bonus. 2. Reduced physical damage. 3. Reduced nutrient absorption. 4. Increased nutrient absorption. Please choose. Soo-young didn't hesitate and directly chose the delicious bonus. Ding, the hot pot restaurant under your name will permanently receive the plus 15% delicious bonus buff. Ding, your Zhoxiang beef hot pot restaurant has more than 10 employees, and you will receive achievement rewards, sensitive taste talent, 2 constitution points. The hot pot restaurant under your name can obtain a new permanent buff. 1. Tasty bonus. 2. Reduced physical damage. 3. Reduced nutrient absorption. 4. Increased nutrient absorption. Please choose. Soo-young hesitated and chose to reduce physical damage. If the ingredients in a hot pot restaurant are not fresh, customers may become splatoons. But sometimes the ingredients are fresh, but if the taste is too spicy, customers may have diarrhea. If a customer has diarrhea, they may not come back again. Moreover, Rongqing hot pot is famous for its heavy oil and salt content. Su Yang still hopes that the loyal customers of his store will be in better health. Ding, the hot pot restaurant under your name will permanently receive a plus 30% delicious bonus and a minus 15 body damage buff. Sensitive taste, talent. You have an extremely sensitive taste talent. As long as you take a bite of any ingredient, you can almost tell whether it is fresh. Licking his lips, Su Yang felt that this talent was not bad and would be more suitable for running a restaurant. 3 physical points also made him very satisfied. It is completely understandable that the physical attribute points obtained by operating a restaurant are not as many as those obtained by operating a gym. Anyway, he is quite happy. With this plus 30% delicious bonus buff, his hot pot restaurant will definitely become famous. When it was about to open, Guofeng invited Ding Hani, the chef with proficient stir-frying ability. What he is best at is frying hot pot base ingredients. After all, he has been doing this for more than 20 years. The system rates common skills as entry, ordinary, proficient, master, and grandmaster. The proficiency level is only below the master level, and the skills seem to be more powerful, but it depends on what master level skills it is. Don't think that the master level frying ability is very strong. This is completely different from mastering first-class pastry skills, and mastering first-class Sichuan, Cantonese, and Hunan cooking skills. He only knows hot pot base ingredients, and he won't be able to cook other dishes at this level. 20 years of professionally frying hot pot base ingredients is equivalent to 20 years of cooking only a few dishes. As long as you have some talent and a little bit of thinking, it's not difficult to master this dish. However, the taste of proficient hot pot base is still very important to a hot pot restaurant, especially in Rongqing where hot pot restaurant competition is fierce. The location of a hot pot restaurant, customer flow, and publicity are indeed very important, but if you want to create your own brand and stay open for a long time, good taste and good service are the key strengths. Ding Hani wanted a salary of 8,000 yuan a month, and Su Yang immediately raised his salary to 10,000 yuan. This made Ding Hani smile from ear to ear, and he immediately showed Su Yang his skills in frying hot pot base. When the hot pot base was almost ready, Guofeng's eyes lit up when he smelled the aroma. The spicy smell also made Su Yang start to drool. Old Ding, when did your craftsmanship improve again? Guofeng tasted the hot pot ingredients and said in surprise, it feels like it's not inferior to those old Rongqing hot pot restaurants. I don't know either. Ding Hani didn't quite understand, he just did it in the usual way. He also took a sip of the hot pot base, and it tasted much better than usual. Guofeng laughed and said, is it because your boss gave you a raise and you were so happy that you made a breakthrough in your craft? Probably so. Ding Hani could not find any other reason, but he was indeed in a good mood today. When I started making hot pot base, I felt like I was being helped by a god. That's right. It must be because the boss got a raise. Have to. Now Su Yang doesn't even need to explain. Guofeng is also in a very good mood. Su Yang promised to give him performance bonuses. The store is in a top-notch location, so there is no need to worry about crowds. It is very suitable for opening a hot pot restaurant. Ding Hani's hot pot base skills have improved again. As long as he works hard on publicity and supply chain, how can the hot pot restaurant not make money? Everything wants to develop in a good direction. In the following time, Guofeng handed him 5 menu pricing lists according to Su Yang's requirements. Su Yang used business deduction skills to set a more affordable price. Unlike the previous Dalai hot pot restaurant, which was extremely expensive, although this price is not the most profitable, it has the best reputation and the most customers. Su Yang wants to build a hot pot restaurant brand, and reputation is the key. And with a large number of customers, he can legitimately recruit more waiters. In the end, the staffing of the hot pot restaurant was also decided. The store manager Guofeng manages the entire hot pot restaurant. The head chef Ding Hani is responsible for the operation of the entire kitchen and the frying and mixing of hot pot base ingredients and hot pot soup base. Chef Li Junpei is responsible for the production of fried rice, snacks, and drinks, for example, iced jelly, brown sugar ziba, sour plum soup, egg fried noodles, etc. 3 chefs for cutting and preparing dishes, 2 dishwashers, 1 receptionist, who was Tan Jessen, who had received Su Yang at Dalai Hot Pot restaurant. In addition, there were 2 cashiers and 10 waiters. Most of them were former employees of Dalai Hot Pot restaurant, and some were hired by Guofeng. There were a total of 21 people, and the monthly salary barely exceeded 100,000. Ordinary hot pot restaurant owners would definitely feel that the monthly labor expenses were too high, but Su Yang was completely different. He felt it was really cheap. There was already a store manager with a monthly salary of 20,000 and a head chef with a monthly salary of 10,000, but it was still impossible to raise the employees' wages. Section 23. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 17. The Hot Pot Restaurant is officially open. Talent Reserve. Grand Opening Promotion. The day before the Hot Pot Restaurant opened, in Zhoushiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant, 21 employees sat in their seats in an orderly manner, looking at the boss Su Yang. Most of these 21 employees are young girls. There are 2 or 3 pretty girls facing this scene. If it was in the past, Su Yang might still be a little nervous, but now it is different from the past. After being the boss of Xingho Fitness for so long, he is no longer the same as before. Su Yang glanced at Guofeng, then at Jian Wei, and said directly, "The hot pot restaurant is mainly under the responsibility of the store manager. You just listen to him. I will only come to check on you occasionally. But before the opening, I will give you a salary increase of 1,000 each." Seeing the surprise on the faces of these employees, their loyalty increased a lot. Su Yang continued. "But I hope you can listen to the store manager and serve customers well. If you do well enough, I don't mind continuing to give you a salary increase. If you can satisfy the customers, the store manager, and me, I will not only continue to give you a salary increase, but also give you part of the profit of the hot pot restaurant as a reward." Hearing Su Yang's words, many employees were full of energy. If Su Yang didn't give them a salary increase of 1,000 first, they might think that Su Yang was just making empty promises, but now Su Yang gave them a salary increase when they met, and promised to continue to increase it in the future, which is a bit convincing. Who doesn't work for money? The boss is generous, and the employees are naturally willing to work hard. However, if you don't provide adequate customer service or are passive, I won't show mercy. This is a small warning to them, otherwise it will be difficult to carry out work in the future. It's not easy for everyone, and Su Yang has not forgotten that he was also a worker at the beginning. As long as the loyalty is qualified and the work is serious and responsible, he will not easily fire anyone. It is impossible to lay off employees. He dreams of increasing the number of employees to 100. "Okay, let our store manager speak now." After Guofeng went up, he mainly talked about personnel arrangements and some precautions, because tomorrow is the opening big discount event. As long as the store location is good and the flow of people is high, the opening big discount of a new hot pot restaurant can still attract a lot of diners. Everyone wants to try it out and get a lot of money from the store. This is the most traditional way of promotion. Online promotion will have to wait until the opening big discount is coming to an end. Su Yang turned his head and saw Jian Wei listening very carefully, which made him quite satisfied. Jian Wei is 24 years old and comes from a rural area in a county town. After graduating from high school at the age of 18, he came to Rongqing to work. At first, he worked as a waiter in a hot pot restaurant, and later he moved to the back kitchen to make dumplings. Being a dumpling mainly prepares ingredients for the chef, ensures the freshness of the ingredients, and ensures the hygiene of the back kitchen. Occasionally, he also helps wash dishes and cut vegetables. He does all the odd jobs in the back kitchen. Later, he learned how to stir-fry the base ingredients, which is a common snack method in hot pot restaurants. After working in the fragrant hot pot restaurant for half a year, the manager is the boss. Jian Wei will help the boss manage the hot pot restaurant. That is, in the process of managing the hot pot restaurant, he gradually gained the ability to operate a skilled hot pot restaurant. So he was poached as a talent reserve. In addition to offering a higher salary, Su Yang also promised to open another hot pot restaurant after a while and let him be the manager. As long as he performs well, Su Yang will give him a high salary plus performance commission. Su Yang plans to let him learn from Guofeng first. After Guofeng finished speaking, the employees of the hot pot restaurant conducted a thorough cleaning of the entire hot pot restaurant. Jian Wei wanted to help, but was stopped by Su Yang. Guofeng looked at Jian Wei in confusion, and Su Yang introduced him. Guofeng, this is Jian Wei. He will be the deputy store manager in the near future, that is, your deputy. You can tell him to do anything. Okay, deputy store manager. This made Guofeng feel a little uncomfortable. I will continue to open hot pot restaurants in the future. I plan to let him be the manager of the new hot pot restaurant. You should teach him more in the near future. Okay, Guofeng didn't know what to say. After all, Su Yang was his boss. He is your apprentice. If he performs well as the manager of the hot pot restaurant in the future, I will give you a certain commission. Hearing this, Guofeng's eyes lit up. This is a success. Everything is easy with money. But he also felt Su Yang's ambition. The first hot pot restaurant had just opened, and he began to reserve talents for the next hot pot restaurant. Boss, how many stores do you plan to open in the future? Of course, the more the better. What if I bring out a few more apprentices? I'll still give you commissions, and I'll also give your apprentices corresponding wages. Okay. Guofeng said with a smile, what about the chefs? Lao Ding actually has several apprentices working in hot pot restaurants. You can recommend those with good skills to me, so that I can see their level first. Su Yang is not worried about Guofeng and Ding Honey's apprentices becoming big. There is no sign of his hot pot chain yet. When the time comes, he can also go to other hot pot restaurants in Rongqing to poach people. As long as they can afford high salaries, most people can be poached. He asked himself, the salary and benefits given to employees can definitely be at the top of the industry. The next day, Zhoxiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant officially opened. On the opening day, 2 rows of beautiful flower baskets were placed at the door of the hot pot restaurant, and the floor was paved with red carpets. There was also a display stand for a 7-day opening promotion, with all dishes 50% off. As long as you consume in the store, you can also participate in the lottery. The highest prize can be a domestic skin care product set worth thousands of yuan. Of course, the most likely thing they will win is the discount coupon of the hot pot restaurant. The opening promotion of ordinary hot pot restaurants is only 3 days, but Su Yang directly has 7 days. Spare no effort to highlight one. There are pictures of hot pot bottoms with bright colors boiling, steaming, and red peppers floating on the display stand. There are also pictures of various meats and seafood cut beautifully. It makes people look very appetizing. There are also various prizes in the lottery. Anyway, just highlight one theme. You will earn if you eat. Maybe you can win the grand prize. Not only can you get your money back directly, but also make a lot of money. In addition, Guofeng also arranged 2 of the most iconic waiters in the store to go to the streets to solicit customers. However, he also reminded the 2 waiters to keep their warm smiles. Don't stop passers-by. Section 24. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Don't even touch passers-by. Just promote the grand opening promotion. Zhoxiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant is located on a restaurant street, which is a social restaurant. There are many restaurants with good business and a small reputation in Rongqing nearby, as well as a few nationally renowned chain restaurants. Most young men and women who come to Feda Plaza to play will come to this street if they want to eat. It was almost lunchtime, and many young men and women were attracted by the 50% discount for the grand opening promotion and entered the hot pot restaurant. Su Yang sat in a corner, like a bystander. He watched the employees work quietly. Chapter 18. Let me check my body. In the name of a personal trainer. Jingjing, look at the grand opening promotion, 50% off there, and you can also draw a lottery. It seems to be true. How about we go there to eat? A girl with a petite and lively figure smiled. It's not bad for the 3 of us to eat hot pot, and the 50% discount will definitely not be too expensive. That's okay. The girl called Jingjing adjusted her black-framed glasses and nodded. The tall girl next to him hesitated and said, I don't know if it tastes good. It tastes bad, but as long as the ingredients are good, a 50% discount is acceptable. The tall girl nodded. That's right. So the 3 girls entered the Zhoxiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant. As soon as they entered the hot pot restaurant, they were aroused by the rich and spicy taste. The petite girl sniffed and said excitedly, the taste shouldn't be too bad. It should be pretty good. Jingjing also smiled. They often eat hot pot, and they can smell the taste of hot pot with their noses. Under the guidance of the receptionist, the three girls sat down and saw the menu handed over by the waiter. The three girls took a look at the menu. They often eat hot pot. Even if there is no discount, they can accept the original price of the menu. Now it is a 50% discount, and they are quite generous when ordering dishes. After handing the menu to the waiter, they looked up and saw a transparent window opposite the kitchen. A chef wearing a clean white chef uniform, a chef hat and a mask was holding a piece of leg meat and using a knife to cut slices of beef with beautiful marble patterns. The petite girl smiled and said to the tall girl, "Zhou Qing, this beef seems to be freshly cut." Zhou Qing said, "Fresh cut is good. You know that some hot pot restaurants sell beef and mutton." Jingjing also said, "There are several self-service hot pot restaurants in Rongqing that have freshly cut beef, but I didn't expect it to be the same here." The petite girl looked at other customers in the store. She found that most customers were eating hot pot while chatting, with smiles on their faces. Seeing an uncle at the next table wrapping a piece of fat beef with dipping sauce and putting it in his mouth, with an intoxicated expression on his face, she couldn't help swallowing her saliva. But they didn't have to wait for long, and a waiter pushed a dining cart, put the melted pot base on the table in front of them, and turned on the fire to heat it. Looking at the red oil and chili floating on the hot pot base, they were in a good mood. "Prepare the dipping sauce." "Okay." The three girls quickly prepared the hot pot dipping sauce according to their own tastes. When they came back, the waiter pushed the dining cart and put the dishes they ordered on the table. "Do you need an apron?" The young waitress took out 3 neatly folded aprons from the bottom of the dining cart. "Yes, thank you." Jingjing took a look at her white clothes and said immediately, "I want one too." "All?" The waiter smiled and said, "You're welcome. If you need anything else, you can call me." "Okay." The three girls unfolded the blue apron, which looked very clean. It was also printed with the words Zhoxiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant. Soon after putting on the aprons, the hot pot began to boil, and they began to pour plates of meat slices, pig brains, and smoked chicken feet into the boiling hot pot. The petite girl picked up a piece of tripe, rinsed it a few times, put it in her mouth, and then squinted her eyes slightly and chewed. "How does it taste, Xiaola?" Xiaola smiled and said, "It's delicious. The hot pot tastes better than Guodi Lao. It's delicious without dipping sauce." Guodi Lao is a very famous chain hot pot brand store in China, but the taste is average. She took out her mobile phone and started taking pictures. Occasionally, when she came across a satisfactory store, she liked to take pictures and share them on WeChat Moments. "That's not bad." Zhou Qing smiled and turned to look at Jingjing and reminded her, "Jingjing, your duck intestines are ready to eat. Cook it again." Zhou Qing, "It's edible after 7 or 8 times. If you cook it again, it will be overcooked." Jingjing, "I like to cook it for a longer time." Zhou Qing, "Just cook it slowly. I'll eat it all for you." Xiaola, who was sitting opposite Jingjing, smiled and blew air, and the hot steam instantly blurred Jingjing's vision. "Ha ha ha. Don't blow. If you blow again, I'll be angry." Halfway through the meal, the three women's faces were flushed. Jingjing, who can't eat spicy food, sipped the sour plum soup given by the store. Zhou Qing ordered a plate of red sugar ziba. Jingjing coated it with red sugar syrup and red bean powder, took a bite of the red sugar ziba and couldn't help saying, "This should be freshly fried, or just fried not long ago. It tastes good." "Really?" Xiaolu also quickly picked up a piece for herself, and Zhou Qing also quickly followed. "It should be freshly fried, the pre-made kind is not as fragrant." "Yeah. It's delicious. It's delicious. My brain flour should be healed." Zhou Qing found the brain flour and asked Jingjing, "Jingjing, do you want to eat brain flour? I won't give you half." "No, I don't like eating brains." "Come on. It smells delicious." "Don't want." By the time the three women finished eating all the vegetables in the pot with slotted spoons, they were almost unable to walk. Xiaolu slumped on the chair in a very inconspicuous manner, holding his belly and said, "I seem to be a little full, I shouldn't order so much." Jingjing was okay, she was still a little restrained. When you're 9/10 full, you put down your chopsticks and stop eating. Zhou Qing supported her head with her hands and didn't want to move. I originally wanted to lose weight, but this time I seem to have eaten too much, but this store is really delicious. It's pretty good, and the service seems to be good too. The three women sat there for more than 10 minutes, but no one urged them. Section 25. You are listening at novelfull.audio. When they went to check out, with the 50% discount, they only spent $115. If they had come here on a normal day, the three of them might have spent $230. They are also completely acceptable. After all, Rongqing's hot pot is famous for its limited and expensive dishes. Zhoxiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant is in such a good location and the price is very reasonable. After quietly paying, the cashier printed the slip for her. Xiaolu looked at the lottery box next to the counter and asked, "Can we draw a lottery?" "Of course you can. Customers who come to our hot pot restaurant in the past 7 days can win a lottery once." The cashier said with a smile, "You can win a skin care product set worth up to 2,000. "Okay, I'll go first." Xiaolu put her little hand into the lottery box, and after playing with it for a while, she pulled out a red voucher. The 20 yuan voucher from Zhoxiang Beef Hot Pot Restaurant can be used as long as you spend 100 yuan or more next time you come here. However, it can only be used after 7 days and after the grand opening promotion. It's not bad. Xiaolu pursed her lips. After all, it's still 20 yuan. "Let me." Zhou Qing also reached into the lottery box. She was more straightforward and quickly drew out a ticket with wireless Bluetooth headset written on it. Seeing this prize, Zhou Qing couldn't help but laugh. This is not bad. Although she already has headphones, she can give them away. Mainly drawn by lottery. "Jingjing, it's your turn." "All right." Jingjing took action quickly. When she saw the words written on the lottery ticket clearly, she was stunned for a moment. Xingho Fitness 7-day membership experience coupon. Xiaolu wondered, Xingho Fitness. "What is that?" The cashier smiled and said, "This is a large gym nearby. It is well equipped and the fitness instructors are very professional. They are very famous in our Rongqing city. They are also holding activities recently." "Really?" Zhou Qing said quickly. "Jingjing, give this to me, give this to me, I'm going to the gym to try it out, I want to lose weight." "All right." Quietly handed the gym experience coupon to Zhou Qing. When the three girls walked out of the hot pot restaurant filled with fireworks, they all calmed down again when the wind blew. Xiaolu looked at the voucher in his hand and said, "I have a voucher. Let's go there again on the weekend." The voucher can only be used after 7 days. "But there's still a 50% discount on weekends." "That's true." Su Yang sat in the corner of the store at first, but soon the store was full. In the end, even the 6 tables outside the store were full. People loved to join in the fun, and I saw that there was a grand opening party here, and it was full of guests. I asked customers who were eating hot pot and heard that it tasted pretty good. A few people who were not busy started queuing up and wanted to try something new. Guofeng asked Jianwei to bring plastic stools for the customers waiting in line to sit. He also asked the waiter to deliver sour plum soup and some snacks to the waiting guests. Su Yang feels very good, after staying for a while. He glanced at the time and said goodbye to the busy store manager. "Anyway, it's almost enough here with or without him, so there's no need to stay any longer." I got out of the car and walked to the gym door. Seeing the shop opposite the gym, he suddenly had the urge to open a restaurant opposite the gym. Think about it, gym goers sweat it out in the gym and try to lose weight. After exercising for a period of time, they will most likely feel hungry. As soon as I walked out of the gym door, I saw a delicious hot pot restaurant in front of me. Why don't you show off with a good meal to reward yourself? But Su Yang gave up the idea just by thinking about it. This is somewhat unethical. Back at the gym, when Su Yang passed by the lounge, he noticed the customers resting there. Thinking of Guofeng's actions just now, he sent Su Jiping his authority. In the future, prepare some fruits in the lounge for guests to eat for free. Su Jiping quickly replied, "Okay boss." He went to the office to change into sportswear, and when he arrived at the private clinic, he saw Yuan Cece already waiting for him there. In the past 4 days, he has not taken any private lessons. He is mainly busy preparing for the opening of a hot pot restaurant. In terms of hot pot restaurant supply chain, he often follows Guofeng. just to learn. You are planning to work in the catering industry. How can you do it if you don't understand the supply chain and purchase channels? But even though he often runs outside, he still finds time to go back to the gym to exercise for a while every day. Yuan Sisi is still in the beautiful tights and those slender legs, which are really pleasing to the eye. Yuan Sisi looked at Su Yang for a moment and said with some confusion. Boss, have you been exercising very hard recently? Su Yang thought for a while and said, it is true that I take time to exercise for about half an hour every day. Half an hour? It shouldn't be. Yuan Sisi looked at the vague muscle lines on Su Yang's body in confusion. He even got closer and took a closer look, and then directly pinched Su Yang's arm. After squeezing Su Yang's arm, she seemed not satisfied, and her hand went directly to Su Yang's thigh. Su Yang subconsciously took a step back. Yuan Sisi was stunned for a moment when she saw Su Yang suddenly retreating. Immediately, she looked up at Su Yang and suddenly smiled. Boss, are you shy? Su Yang didn't reply, but stretched out his hand to touch Yuan Sisi's long legs. Yuan Sisi subconsciously took 2 steps back to avoid Su Yang's big hand. Before the frowning Yuan Sisi could speak, Su Yang spread his hands and replied. See. Stepping back should be a normal reaction. Yuan Sisi was stunned again, and then looked at Su Yang with her beautiful eyes. There seemed to be some teasing in her eyes. Su Yang knew that he must not follow the other party's rhythm at this time. If he continued, his boss's majesty would be gone. Let's start the class. He took out his mobile phone and took a look and said, 2 minutes have passed. Your private lessons are too expensive. Wasting 2 minutes is burning my money. Does the boss care about this? Of course, and I'm not your boss now. I'm your customer now. Be careful that I will complain to you. Okay. Yuan Sisi nodded, and then said seriously, then let me check your body first, in the name of your private lesson teacher. Why does this sound a bit wrong? Chapter 19 Yuan Sisi, oops, I seem to be a little drunk. Your fitness progress has exceeded my expectations. After checking Su Yang's body, Yuan Sisi said in surprise, it's only been half a month, and you seem to have been working out for 3 months. It must be my talent. Su Yang also reacted at this time. Section 26. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It should be that his fitness talent of plus 200% exercise effect has taken effect. This passive talent seems inconspicuous and is often ignored by him, but Su Yang's body has indeed become much healthier. In the past, his 3 attributes of physique, strength, and agility were all 9 points, all behind healthy adults. But in just over half a month, without using the attribute points rewarded by the system, just through his own active exercise and ensuring regular living habits, his 3 attributes of physique, strength, and agility have become 11, and 10, in terms of physical fitness and strength attributes. He has surpassed healthy adults. Are you the legendary innate fitness body? This meme is not funny at all. Su Yang planned to learn some basics from Yuan Sisi, so he kicked her out and practiced on his own. After all, his body is indeed different from ordinary people. Ordinary people may not be able to see it, but professional fitness coaches like Yuan Sisi are very sensitive to this aspect. And with the increase in attribute points, he may also have to use attribute points. We can't let Yuan Sisi see any clues. What will you teach me today? Let me teach you yoga. May I? You must be doing strength training recently, right? That's right. Yuan Sisi continued, your body lacks flexibility, and you need to improve in this area. Yoga happens to be what I'm best at. Okay. First warm up and run 2 kilometers, and then I will help you press your legs. Leg press. Su Yang felt like he was going to suffer today. However, he gritted his teeth and persisted in the fitness class he chose. Yuan Sisi's judgment was indeed correct, and he was indeed not flexible enough. Pressing Su Yang's waist and hearing his uncontrollable hissing sound, Yuan Sisi found it interesting and couldn't help but raise the corners of her mouth. She felt like she was a little broken. Normally, she would never have reacted like this. But something is different today. She discovered that Su Yang was different from the rich second generation she had met. It was completely different from the bosses she had seen. Su Yang doesn't spend much time in the gym every day, and he is often not seen in person. Even if we meet him once in a while, he still maintains the majesty of being a boss, still a little cold. No matter who he is with, he will maintain a sense of distance, but judging from Su Yang's business philosophy for the gym and his attitude towards employees, Yuan Cece knew that Su Yang was the kind of person with strong principles, good character, and even some kindness. In the past, she was a little intimidated by Su Yang's majestic aura that came from his status as the boss. Faced with Su Yang's majestic and cold attitude, she didn't dare to make mistakes, but just now, she touched Su Yang's thigh. After Su Yang subconsciously stepped back, she found that Su Yang seemed to be a little shy in his eyes. At that time, Yuan Cece felt that Su Yang was just such a good-looking, cute, slightly shy brother who was 3 years younger than herself. Quite interesting. Originally, Yuan Cece was a little doubtful of herself, wondering if she had seen it wrong, but when Su Yang reached out to her to fight back, she felt that Su Yang's image came alive again, a little naughty. When Su Yang regained her majestic and cold feeling, she suddenly had an impulse: I want to crush His Majesty, dissolve his coldness, and reach the deepest impulse in his heart. Yuan Cece put her hand on her forehead and couldn't help but think, I seem to have a headache. Hearing Su Yang's voice was even more miserable than the previous times. Yuan Cece quickly backed away. She seemed to be careless and pressed hard. Boss, are you okay? Let me lie down. Su Yang felt that his legs were no longer his own. Yuan Cece criticized. You are too stiff. Su Yang complained in his heart, aren't you too cruel? Yuan Cece said, then you rest for a minute, and after 1 minute I will teach you some basic yoga movements. After this private lesson, Su Yang lay on the ground for 10 minutes before dragging his weak legs back to the office. However, he must admit that yoga is indeed very suitable for relaxing the body. Lying in the office lounge, Su Yang casually took out his mobile phone, but didn't know what software to order. After thinking about it, he clicked on Douyin and found the Xingho Fitness account. The account of Xingho Fitness is the name that Zhongliang Fitness originally changed. The total number of followers is less than 40,000. Recently, due to the attention of Su Yang, the new boss, I have posted slightly more videos. The main content is that the fitness instructor talks about some brief fitness knowledge. Occasionally I take pictures of some fitness instructors working out, but there are problems with the camera movement and editing. Most of the likes are less than 100. In the past, the account was always operated by the front desk staff Fong Fong and Zhou Xiaolu, but none of them are professionals. Maybe it's because the front desk is busy at work, so they used to be more perfunctory in taking videos. Even the fitness instructors are not interested in making videos. Recently, Su Yang became the boss, and Su Yang paid more attention to online promotion. Their short videos are posted more frequently, and the quality has also improved. It can be seen that they are working harder than before, but this still doesn't satisfy Su Yang. Su Yang felt that he needed to hire another employee to operate the gym's online account. Nowadays, if you want to build a good brand, it is also very important to operate the accounts on Douyin and Xiaobeishu. Short videos are so popular that they occupy a lot of time every day. Maybe people will remember Xingho Fitness after watching Douyin in the same city. If they want to exercise one day, they may think of Xingho first. Word of mouth is always faster than online marketing. If these accounts are well operated, they can save a lot of advertising fees. Even the quick recruitment companies that cut leaks do a good job in this regard, and the resources of Su Yang's gym are also very good. What attracts the most attention? Of course, handsome men and beautiful women. Just handsome men and beautiful women. Does Xingho Fitness lack them? Needless to say, female fitness coaches have absolutely great bodies. As for male fitness coaches, although most girls now like those sissy guys, there are also many who like masculine handsome guys. Section 27. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Not only women like to watch it, but even men like to watch it. Besides, those girls are not the target customers of Spark Fitness in the first place. I carefully watched the short videos released by Xingho Fitness, including those from Zhang Liang's previous fitness period. He found that many fitness coaches participated in shooting short videos. There are even many strange fitness instructors that I have never met before, but he didn't even see the photo taken by Yuan Cece. A little bit unscientific, such an excellent resource is not used to increase fans. It's more or less unreasonable. After being too lazy to move, Su Yang directly expressed his authority and asked Fang Tong why he hadn't seen the short video taken by Yuan Cece. Fang Tong, I have approached Sister Cece before, but she said she didn't want to be photographed and didn't like to appear on camera. Su Yang, that's why you didn't shoot. Fang Tong, yes, brother Zhang Liang was also very interested in creating an account at that time. He also mentioned it to Sister Cece, but she still rejected it. All right. This is the privilege that comes from Pingguan. Yuan Cece can sell more classes than 5 ordinary fitness coaches. Su Yang, are those fitness coaches willing to cooperate with you in making short videos? Fang Tong, they used to find me annoying. After you became the boss, they were more willing to cooperate with me and were less resistant. Chapter 20 Persuasion from Maran. Your son, I opened a hot pot restaurant. At 5:30, Su Yang walked out of the gym door, found Maran's car and got in directly. Boss, I want to take a day off. What's wrong? There's an interview tomorrow morning. Okay. Su Yang said with a smile, come on. Okay. Game company? Right, that perhaps because of the successful opening of the hot pot restaurant, Su Yang, who was temporarily free, suddenly became interested. Where is the game company you want to interview for? High-tech zone, there are many game companies there. After Maran answered Su Yang, he suddenly glanced at him in the rearview mirror. Boss, are you interested in game companies? Somewhat interested. Su Yang nodded. Which aspect? Game development or game publishing? Let's develop games. After thinking about it, Su Yang decided that game development would be more suitable for him to use his golden finger characteristics. The salary of domestic programmers is still quite high. Boss, game development is not that easy to do. It's just like gambling. It's easy to lose everything. Only platforms and channels can make a steady profit. Maran persuaded, I know many talented game developers. In order to do this, the game mortgaged the house and ended up on the list of persons subject to execution. Su Yang, there are always risks in starting a company. Maran lightly stepped on the brakes, slowed down the car and continued to persuade, to do game development, you must have enough funds. In the early stage, you need to recruit people, pay for venue rent, water and electricity network fees, purchase tables, chairs, stationery, and various other things. Game development equipment. Once a project is started, it cannot be stopped. Monthly venue rent, personnel salaries, and the use of various software all require money, as well as various developer membership fees, licensing fees, and resource production expenses. It may take a few months, and it may take a year or two. During this period, your company will not make any profit until the game is developed. If you waste it halfway, all your efforts will be wasted. Even if the game is developed, you may not be able to make money. It's just like making a movie. Many movies can't even be released. The same goes for games. Many games can't even get a version number. Even if you are lucky and the game makes money, it is not you who gets the big share, but the publishers, channels and platforms. You may only get 20% to 30% of the revenue. Su Yang was silenced by Maran. He found that he did take it for granted, game development is really not suitable for him. The main reason is that there is no income during the development of the game, that's a net monthly loss. Even if the system returns all employee wages to him, he will still lose money. For example, he pays a salary of 1 million to the game company employees every month, but the game company's monthly loss is 1.2 million, the system returned him 1 million, but he still lost 200,000. Unless you can develop a game that can make money, however, there are definitely very few such profitable projects. Su Yang sighed, I understand, I will seriously consider it. Seeing that Su Yang was listening carefully, Moran breathed a sigh of relief. As the saying goes, if you are not afraid of the rich second generation having fun, you are afraid of the rich second generation starting a business. After spending more than half a month with Su Yang, Moran really didn't want him to fail in the gaming industry. There was no other reason than that Su Yang treated him very well. He is playing games again, so he must be reminded. If the boss really wants to enter the game industry, you can first set up a small game studio, hire 4 or 5 employees to work on small games, spend hundreds of thousands, and test the waters first. If you lose, you will pay the tuition. Okay. Su Yang thought for a moment and said, if you come across some projects with low investment and game development plans within 10 months, you can introduce them to me. If I choose to invest, I won't lose money. I'll blame you. The game development time is within 10 months, and in Su Yang's opinion, the risks are controllable. After all, he has the bug skill of business deduction. Sure, boss, I'll keep an eye on it for you. Moran agreed to this request. Rather than letting Su Yang find game professionals by himself, he would rather help him find them. At least he felt that he was more reliable than Su Yang, an outsider. The car stopped steadily. Su Yang said goodbye to Moran and got out of the car. Just as he turned around, he saw Chenli standing at the entrance of the alley, as if waiting for him. Sister Chenli. Chenli pretended to be natural. I just got off work and went home. Okay. Su Yang didn't quite believe what Chenli said. He felt that he should almost consider moving out. After more than half a month of hard work, he owned a large gym and a hot pot restaurant. Next month, it is estimated that the system will return him more than 500,000. With an income of more than 500,000 a month, it shouldn't be too much to rent a house with a good environment. But thinking about it, Su Yang still felt it was a dream. His salary last month was only a little over 5,000. Sister Chenli, have you signed up for a gym membership? I've been busy with work lately, so I didn't have time. The two chatted casually, until they returned to the rental house. Su Yang went into his room first and closed the door. At 11:30 in the evening, Su Yang received a call from Guofeng, the manager of the hot pot restaurant. Guofeng told him that today's turnover exceeded 17,000. 17,000. To be honest, Su Yang was shocked by this number. Turnover exceeded 17,000. Section 28. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Doesn't that mean that if there is no 50% discount, the daily turnover of the hot pot restaurant can reach 34,000? However, when Su Yang calmed down, he was foolishly happy. If there is no 50% discount, his hot pot restaurant will not attract so many customers. Su Yang laughed on the phone. This is a very good start. Yes, boss. Have all the employees of the hot pot restaurant been sent back to the dormitory? All of them have been sent back. Guofeng replied. Tan Jiasen will count the female ones, and Jian Wei will also pay attention to the male ones. That's good. The hot pot restaurant provides food and accommodation for all employees. Food is usually eaten in the restaurant. As for accommodation, the boss rents a house for the employees. The employees of the hot pot restaurant naturally get off work later, at least at 10 o'clock in the evening. There are more female employees in the store. Although the public security in Rongqing is good, Su Yang is still worried about their safety in the middle of the night, so he asked Guofeng to find 3 cars every day to pack up all the employees who need to live in the rental house and send them back together. Even though he knew the business would be booming, Su Yang was still quite happy to hear the manager's report in person. Lying on the bed, he stretched his limbs again and felt comfortable all over. At noon the next day, Su Yang took a taxi to the hot pot restaurant. Seeing that the hot pot restaurant was crowded with people, and even 5 of the 6 tables outside were occupied by customers, he took out his mobile phone and took a few photos of the hot pot restaurant's good business, and sent them to his mother through WeChat. In these photos, he didn't take any photos of the display stand for the grand opening promotion. Anyway, it's the same. He believes that his business will make money. Since coming to Rongqing, his mother often calls him to ask about his work. Occasionally, she would ask about some emotional issues. Su Yang naturally only reported good news and not bad news. As for emotional issues, he almost always perfunctorily passed them over. He didn't want to talk about it. He had kept his resignation from the advertising company a secret from his family, because he knew very well that system matters must not be disclosed. Telling his family that he had resigned, except to make them worry, had no effect at all. But now it's different. He succeeded in his entrepreneurship. His parents may not understand opening a gym. If his parents went to Chengdu Gym, it might make them more worried, but opening a hot pot restaurant is different. You can tell at a glance whether the hot pot restaurant is doing well or not. Soon, Su Yang's mother replied to the message, "Mom, is this a hot pot restaurant? Business seems to be very good." Su Yang, "Yes, I opened it." Mom, "Are you sure? Did you go to work in a hot pot restaurant? Not in an advertising company anymore." Seeing this news, Su Yang looked helpless. "I mean, I am the owner of this hot pot restaurant." Mom, "How do you have the money to open a hot pot restaurant?" Su Yang, "When I was doing advertising, I met a big boss in the catering industry. I had a good relationship with him. He just wanted to open a hot pot restaurant, so he asked me if I wanted to invest and work with him. I joined and invested a little money." Mom, "How much did you invest?" Su Yang, 150,000. Mom, "Where did you get 150,000? Su Yang, "I saved 50,000 by myself and borrowed 100,000 from the bank." Mom, "What if I lose money?" Su Yang's mother's reaction was completely expected. After all, few of his relatives and friends are in business. The older generation of rural people are more afraid of risks. They hope that their children can have a stable job, preferably with a regular job. Su Yang, "I received 60,000 yuan in dividends from the hot pot restaurant last month. I estimate that I can pay off the loan this month." Mom, "Is it going to pay back now?" This is how Su Yang deals with his parents and doesn't let them worry too much. Before they react, "I'll pay back my investment first." Risk? There is no risk anymore. The rest is pure profit. Su Yang, "You know the consumption level in Rongcheng. Our hot pot restaurant is located in Feta Plaza. The taste is good, and it is very popular with customers. There are often no vacancies, and customers have to line up." Su Yang, "Do you know Rongcheng Feta Plaza? Many young people like to go there, just like Hongshan Plaza in our county, but there are more people than Hongshan Plaza." Mom, "I know, how could I not know? Do you really think I don't go online?" Su Yang, "That's good." Mom, "But can you open a hot pot restaurant?" Su Yang, "The boss helps me find chefs and hire employees, and I help manage the hot pot restaurant, keep an eye on suppliers and account books." Mom, "Why is the boss so good to you?" Su Yang, "He has too many restaurants, and some of them are too much to manage. I help him look after the stores and manage the accounts. I get up earlier than chickens and sleep later than dogs every day, and he just lies there waiting for dividends. I am the one who suffers the loss." Mom, "You are not suffering the loss at all. People promote you because they appreciate you. Don't be so proud of yourself just because you have achieved a little success." Chapter 21 Spark Fitness 3rd Anniversary Challenge Event. After chatting with his mother for a while, Su Yang hung up the phone. After hanging up the phone, he felt much more relaxed. Next month, he will tell his mother that he has earned back the loan money. That's fine. Ever since he was a child, he has never lied about anything major. The credibility with my parents is still very high. At that time, if you pay tens of thousands back every month, you can persuade them to retire. At this time, he also received Marant's prestige. He has arrived. After getting into Marant's car, Su Yang asked him how the interview went. Marant thought for a while and said, "I saw that the interviewers nodded to me. The probability of passing the interview should be very high. He should also have recognized your ability." Su Yang has investigated Marant's abilities and they are quite good. After all, he is an experienced programmer. Marant said casually, "It's probably not recognition of my work ability, but probably recognition of my mortgage." How to say? Su Yang was slightly surprised. "I told them that I have a mortgage to repay every month, and I also have to provide for my children's education. I really need this job," Marant said, while slowly stepping on the accelerator. "When I said this, the interviewer it seems to be nodding to me. That's good news. Section 29. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yes. Maran nodded heavily. It's like a woman saying she is married and has children and doesn't plan to have a second child. This wonderful metaphor. Su-young pursed his lips, not knowing whether to laugh or not. Boss, where are you going today? Let's go to the gym. New employees have joined today, and Su Jiping's publicity plan has been written. He also needed to discuss some things with Su Jiping. Okay. Before receiving clear notification, Maran was still willing to work conscientiously as Su Yang's driver. To be honest, after more than half a month, he has been thinking about becoming Su Yang's full-time driver. However, thinking about his future career, he still had to continue to be a programmer and strive for a high-paying job to support his family. After arriving at the gym, Su Jiping came over shortly after arriving at the office. He also brought a few pages of promotional plans, printed and bound on A4 paper. Boss, this is the publicity plan I wrote. Okay. Su-young casually took the plan and said, you sit down first and I'll take a look before talking. Su-young opened the page of the publicity plan and saw the small Chinese characters inside. Su-young was stunned in the first paragraph. In order to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of the opening of Xingho Fitness, in order to give back to new and old customers and help customers establish good fitness habits, Xingho Fitness specially launched a month-long discount celebration sign-in activity. Su-young did the math and added in the history of Zhongliang Fitness, wouldn't it be the 3rd anniversary? So, your own gym can be considered an old brand? But he still had some doubts. Is this the 3rd anniversary okay? Su Jiping smiled and said, no problem. The main reason is that most commercial gyms now have a bad reputation, and customers are more willing to trust gyms that have been in business longer. Do some customers think we are going to run away when the rent is due? Most people are ignorant and won't pay attention to this. Su Jiping thought for a moment and said, then let's commemorate the 3rd anniversary of the establishment and usher in the 4th year. Anyway, there must be a reason for the event. There is a 4th year, and the history seems to be even longer. Okay. Su-young nodded, you are more professional than me anyway. Su-young continued to read the contents of the plan. The content of the activity is that all Spark Fitness monthly passes are sold at a 30% discount of 100 yuan. Exercising in the gym for 1 hour is valid and counts as signing in for 1 day. Within a month, I signed in at Star Gym for a total of 21 days. The gym membership fee is 100 yuan refundable. Within a month, sign in at Xingho Fitness for a total of 30 days. The gym will not only refund members 100 yuan membership fee, but also give away a free monthly Spark Fitness card worth 300 yuan. Su-young carefully looked at the event planned by Su Jiping. Generally speaking, he was quite satisfied. It had indeed implemented his ideas, attract as many customers as possible to the gym. Since the gym has a plus 30% dopamine secretion boosting effect, Su-young comes to the gym to exercise almost every day. Gradually, he formed a habit and fell in love with the refreshing feeling after working out and sweating. He also ran and exercised in the park in Rongcheng, but it was indeed not as comfortable as in his gym, and the gap was a bit obvious. As for other ordinary trainers and regular gym guests, they may feel it, but fitness coaches believe that it must be because their bosses gave them a raise and reduced their work pressure that they are in such good shape. Ordinary customers will also think that this must be because fitness instructors are not as noisy as before and their service attitude is better, so they feel much more comfortable when exercising in the gym than before. But the data doesn't lie. Su-young asked the front desk to compile the data. Since he took over the gym, the number of guests who regularly come to exercise is gradually increasing. Su Jiping has also seen this data. He believes that his boss's reforms are very effective. The service attitude has improved. Isn't it normal for customers to come to exercise often? Putting aside these thoughts, Su-young continued to look at other publicity and promotion measures. These measures are relatively routine, such as organizing fitness coaches to take people to nearby busy roads with a large flow of people within 3 kilometers for promotion. They enter high-end office buildings and residential areas to distribute leaflets, and provide free physical tests and health consultations to ordinary company employees and community residents. Go to relevant departments, hospitals, foreign companies, and companies with good profits to carry out activities, and sign group buying orders as much as possible. Another option is to invite local sports-oriented Douyin bloggers and up owners to promote Xingho Fitness. To promote these activities, Su Yang had nothing to say. Su Zhiping can probably think of everything he can think of. He pointed at the event with a gel pen and said, "For this event, we can't just set up rewards for signing in for 21 and 30 days. We also need to set rewards for signing in for 1, 3, 7, and 14 days. This kind of periodic rewards can better encourage them to sign in." "I understand, boss. For example, the reward for signing in for 1 day is a personalized mask, and the reward for signing in for 3 days is a bottle of sports drink worth 5 yuan. The prize for signing in for 7 days can be a yoga mat and a small souvenir medal. The small medal should be engraved with the 3rd anniversary of Spark Fitness sign-in, a 7, and some words of encouragement for fitness. Sign in for 14 days, we will give you a yoga mat, a skipping rope, and a small medal for signing in for 14 days, and also engrave some inspirational words on it. Sign in for 21 days, we will give you a yoga mat, a skipping rope, and a silver medal. Our gym can refund 100 yuan of membership fees, or give you a membership for next month, it depends on the customer's choice. If you can sign in for 21 days, you are likely to be our loyal customer. Isn't it said that you can develop a good habit in 21 days? We should hint that the guests already have good fitness habits, and then engrave some blessings from us to the guests. We try to suggest that they get a membership and don't refund the fee. Sign in for 30 days, we will give you a yoga mat, a skipping rope, a pair of dumbbells, and a large gold commemorative medal. Our gym will not only refund 100 yuan of membership fees, but also give you a membership for next month. The gold medal should be engraved with 1 in a million, giving the title of Xingho Fitness's 3rd anniversary Fitness King, so that they can get that sense of accomplishment. There are definitely not many people who can stick to signing in for 21 days. There are even fewer fitness enthusiasts who can stick to signing in for 30 days. Su Yang estimated that he would not lose much. As he spoke, he marked the plan and did not embarrass Su Zhiping. Su Zhiping did not have the talent of photographic memory. The medals should be made of alloy, silver-plated and gold-plated, a few cents each. Remember to put the silver and gold medals in beautiful boxes, they can be wholesaled, not worth much. You can ask the advertising company to do it. Su Yang thought for a while and said, "Remember to notify old customers about this event, they can also participate, starting from the first day of clocking in." Su Zhiping took a deep breath and said, "Boss, I understand. If there are too many people signing in the early stage and there are not enough equipment, do you have a solution?" Su Yang suddenly asked again. "My idea is to hold a group exercise class. We have 20 coaches, and more than 10 of them are good at group exercise." "That's good." Su Yang was very satisfied with this arrangement. Group exercise classes are actually no different from square dances performed by grandpas and aunts. As long as there is enough space, as many people as possible can participate. 10 coaches take turns to train the customers who come to the gym to cry. And the promotion is gradually promoted, and the gym will not be crowded all at once. If it can be crowded, the gym business will be a blue ocean. Also, change this event to a commemorative challenge. Su Yang thought for a while and said, "Young people nowadays like challenges. Challenging yourself can also be promoted this way." "Challenge?" Su Zhiping's eyes lit up. "This is really good. The time is set in early July. Can it be prepared?" "It should be about the same." More than 10 days is enough for Su Zhiping to arrange. For the fitness coach, we will recruit 1 less and 1 more full-time staff who specializes in shooting short videos and operating our online accounts. Those with experience in operating fitness accounts are preferred. Su Yang has already stretched the number of employees that Xingho Fitness can recruit to the limit. Recruiting more employees will trigger a warning. "Okay, boss." Su Zhiping breathed a sigh of relief. He felt the arduousness of the task. In the whole Rongcheng, there is no gym that organizes such an event. Chapter 22 New Employees of Xingho Fitness. Powerful Fitness. Seeing that Su Jiping did not leave immediately, he seemed to want to say something, but was a little hesitant. Section 30. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Su Yang couldn't help laughing and said, "If you have anything else to say, just say it directly, don't hesitate." "Boss, didn't you ask me to find out last time if there are any gyms in Rongqing that are ready to be sold?" Su Yang was surprised and said, "Any clues?" "Yes, to be honest, Xingho Fitness is still losing money." Su Jiping didn't want Su Yang to take over another new gym. But this is the task given by Su Yang. Su Yang treats him very well. "Which one?" "Powerful Fitness. The one with 2,000 square meters, there are not many large gyms in Rongqing." With Su Yang's memory, how could he not know? "Yeah. That gym hasn't been open for long, right?" "Less than half a year, it seems to be more than 3 months. Is the boss going to run away?" "That's not the case." Su Jiping explained, "Gao Chang, the store manager of Qiangli Fitness, is my friend. He told me that the gym has been losing money recently, and the boss might transfer the gym one day." "How much is the loss each month?" "About tens of thousands each, plus the rent, it may be close to 100,000. Su Jiping said, "There are also prosperous business districts near Qiangli Fitness, as well as apartment buildings and office buildings, so there are actually quite a few potential customers." "How many employees do they have there?" "Including fitness coaches, it seems to be more than 25 people." "That's not bad." Su Yang nodded. The salary of 25 employees added up must have exceeded 100,000 in losses. In Su Yang's opinion, it is worth taking over. Anyway, he has decided to open the gym. If it weren't for the economic benefits that the gym could bring him, just for the attribute points rewarded after the gym expanded in size, he would not give up this business. Actually, there was one thing Su Jiping didn't tell Su Yang. He boasted to Gao Chang in Weixin that his boss was a die-hard fitness enthusiast and a super-rich second generation who didn't lack money at all. Even if there was a loss every month, he would give them a raise, just for his fitness hobby. Of course, Su Yang didn't forget to tell his friends what he said at the meeting. "Is a loss of 100 million enough? I can keep losing money for 20 years if I lose 500,000 every month." At that time, Gao Chang, who was at risk of unemployment, was envious and jealous. "There should be a chance to win it, right?" "There is definitely a chance." The owner of Qiangli Gym sold a lot of fitness membership cards and private lessons at a discount in the early stage, and should have collected millions of funds. He will probably continue to lose money for a while, and this is also a good opportunity for him to make a move. Su Jiping asked in a low voice, "Does the boss really have an idea?" "Of course." "Will there be financial pressure?" "Even if the boss takes over Qiangli, it will be difficult to turn losses into profits in a short period of time." "Fund pressure?" Su Yang couldn't help laughing. "I don't care about this little pressure at all." "Okay." Seeing Su Yang so confident, Su Jiping felt much more relieved. "I'll go and do some research first. If it feels good, you can help me win it." "Okay." Seeing that Su Yang had made a decision, Su Jiping could only agree. At the same time, he also decided to carry out this challenge activity well and strive to make Xingho Fitness profitable. "Boss, do you want to meet the 5 new fitness coaches?" "Then meet them. I'll call them over." "Okay." Soon, Su Yang saw the 4 women and 1 man newly recruited by Su Jiping, 5 fitness coaches. "Hello, boss." The 5 fitness coaches greeted politely. "Okay, hello." Su Yang waved his hand while sitting on the boss chair, pointing to the sofa opposite. "You guys sit down too." The 5 fitness coaches are naturally top-notch, none of them are bad. Su Yang couldn't help but put his eyes on Tao Shui. The last time he looked at the 5 personal information, he noticed Tao Shui. This girl is really the same as in the ID photo, youthful and beautiful, with a pair of beautiful deer eyes, smart and beautiful. She should be described as having bright eyes and a kind of beauty. But she sat on the sofa in a proper manner, but she had a quiet ladle-like temperament. Her big eyes looked at Su Yang from time to time, with some curiosity and nervousness. Su Yang couldn't help wanting to comfort her and tell her not to be so nervous. Su Yang felt that Yuan Sisi might meet a competitor. Next, Su Jiping asked the 5 new fitness coaches to introduce themselves. After the self-introduction, Su Yang encouraged the 5 people. He also asked them to change their old habits in the gym, adapt to the new environment of Xingho Fitness, and let them put the feelings of customers first. Then, Su Yang let them leave. After the 4 girls walked out of Su Yang's office, they whispered, "I didn't expect our boss to be such a handsome guy." Yes. I thought they were bragging before. I heard that he is a rich second generation, the kind who would not blink an eye even if he lost 100 million. He should have a girlfriend, right? I don't know, no one in the gym has seen her. What if he has a girlfriend? Just pry her over. So brave. The boss is a top-notch guy. Tao Shui listened quietly to the other 3 girls' discussion, and couldn't help but recall Su Yang's handsome face in her mind. To be honest, this was the first time she had seen a boy as tall and handsome as Su Yang, with such a rich family. It really shocked her a lot. With her knowledge, it is hard to imagine how much 100 million is. The 5 of us all came to the gym on the same day. Do you want to have a dinner together? At this moment, Lu Mingliang walked up to them and suggested. The other 3 girls looked at Tao Shui almost at the same time. There was also a pretty girl who winked at Tao Shui. They all reported this morning, but they all saw that Lu Mingliang had thoughts about Tao Shui, and he didn't hide it at all. Tao Shui declined politely. "I have to clean up the house today, you go ahead." "Then I won't go either." "Forget it, let's talk next time." "I have to get off work until 10 o'clock in the evening today, so let's forget it." Everyone knows that Lu Mingliang's target is Tao Shui. If Tao Shui doesn't go, other girls won't shamelessly stick to him. Lu Mingliang pretended to be grand and said, "Okay. Let's talk about it next time." After meeting the new employees, Su Yang got up and went to Xinjiang Fitness.